It was a Friday night. Mia had just gotten paid. She opened her banking app, saw the number, the biggest paycheck she'd ever received, and smiled. Then she went out with her friends, had an amazing night, bought a round of drinks she didn't need to, and grabbed food on the way home. By Sunday afternoon, she opened the app again. More than a third of her salary was already gone in 48 hours. She stared at the screen for a long moment, then closed the app, told herself she'd be more careful next month, and went back to scrolling. She said that every month. Nobody teaches 20-somethings how money actually works. That's what we're here for. This is Stacking 20. Now, back to Mia. Mia was 24. She'd worked hard to get where she was, finished her degree, landed a job she was proud of, and for the first time in her life, she had a real, steady income coming in every month. And by every measure that mattered to the people around her, she was doing great. She had a nice apartment she shared with a friend. She dressed well. She ate at good places. She never missed a birthday dinner, never said no to a trip, never had to awkwardly split a bill. From the outside, Mia looked like someone who had figured it out. But every single month, without fail, she reached the last week before payday with almost nothing left. She wasn't spending on anything dramatic. She wasn't gambling. She wasn't making wild decisions. She was just spending, quietly, constantly, on everything and nothing at the same time. Here's the thing about Mia's situation, and this is important. She never felt like she was being reckless. Every single purchase made sense in the moment. The gym membership? She was going to start going. The subscription she forgot about? It was only a small amount a month. The Uber instead of public transport because it was raining? Completely reasonable. The dress for her friend's birthday? She deserved it. She'd had a hard week. Each decision, individually, was completely justifiable. But that's exactly the trap. What Mia was experiencing has a name. It's called lifestyle creep, and it doesn't happen all at once. It sneaks in slowly, one completely reasonable purchase at a time, until your spending has quietly expanded to swallow every single cent you earn, no matter how much that number grows. When Mia first started working, she earned less and managed fine. Then she got a raise, and instead of saving the difference, she just upgraded everything. A slightly nicer apartment, a slightly better phone, slightly more expensive habits. She never made one big, bad decision. She made 1,000 small ones, and nobody around her noticed, because everyone she knew was doing the exact same thing. The moment that changed everything happened on an ordinary Tuesday. Mia's phone broke. Not completely, but enough that it needed to be replaced urgently for work. It was going to cost the equivalent of 2 weeks of her salary to fix. She went to her savings account to cover it. There was almost nothing there. She sat in the repair shop, doing the mental math, and realized something that genuinely shook her. She had been earning a solid income for almost 2 years, and she had less than 1 week's worth of expenses saved. 2 years of work. Almost nothing to show for it. She didn't cry. She didn't panic. She just sat there and felt the full weight of what that number meant. And for the first time, she couldn't talk herself out of it or close the app and move on. She needed to figure this out. Mia went home that night and did something she had never done before. She tracked every single purchase she had made over the last 3 months. And what she found wasn't shocking in any single line. It was shocking in the total. She was spending nearly 40% of her income on things she couldn't clearly remember buying. Small subscriptions, delivery fees, impulse buys, convenience purchases that added up to an amount that, if she had seen it as one number at the start of the month, she never would have agreed to spend. So she made 3 changes. Just 3. The first thing she did was set a hard budget for the week, not the month. Monthly budgets are too easy to ignore until it's too late. weekly budgets keep you honest. Every Monday, she gave herself a set amount for discretionary spending, food, fun, everything non-essential. When it was gone, it was gone. The second thing she did was automate her savings before she could spend them. The moment her salary hit her account, a fixed amount moved automatically into a separate savings account she didn't have a card for. She never saw it. She never touched it. It just grew. The third thing she did was audit her subscriptions. She canceled everything she hadn't actively used in the last 30 days. No guilt, no, but I might use it. Gone. The amount she freed up monthly surprised her. None of these changes were extreme. She didn't stop going out. She didn't give up the things she loved. She just became intentional, for the first time, about where her money was actually going before it disappeared. And that one shift changed everything. 6 months after that Tuesday in the repair shop, Mia had her first real emergency fund. Not huge, but enough to cover 3 months of basic expenses. Enough that when something unexpected happened, she wouldn't have to panic or borrow or put it on a card and deal with it later. A year later, she had started investing for the first time. Small amounts, nothing dramatic, but consistent, automated, and growing quietly in the background every single month. Her lifestyle hadn't shrunk. If anything, she was enjoying her money more, because she wasn't spending it anxiously. She knew where it was going. She had a plan. And the most important thing Mia realized, looking back, she didn't need to earn more. She needed to stop letting what she already earned disappear without a trace. The money was always there. She just needed to tell it where to go. Nobody teaches 20-somethings how money actually works. Not our schools, not our parents most of the time, not our jobs. But that's exactly why this channel exists. If Mia's story sounded a little too familiar, if you recognized yourself in that banking app moment, in that I'll be more careful next month cycle, you are not alone. And more importantly, you are not stuck. Drop a comment below and tell me which part of Mia's story felt the most real to you. If this helped, hit that like button and subscribe, because next week we're telling another story. One about someone who ignored their debt for 2 years and what that silence actually cost them. See you then. Keep stacking.